Well, I'll try not to be too long-winded. This whole concept of kingdom assignment it's fascinated me. I saw that movie years ago, and there was something very special about that whole concept. And in a way it seems strange because it's really how, we should already be thinking along those lines. It's something that it's an example that Christ gave to us that's really, what it means to live for Him and to exemplify Him and follow His example. So the Lord works in mysterious ways, and He is faithful to His purpose, and sometimes He uses a secular thing to bring attention to something that He wants us to feel is important. And when I've been thinking about giving and about planting seeds and what it means to sow seeds and to reap a harvest. And when I heard Sharon start to tell the story of how the kingdom assignment came to be, I knew that it was going to be something incredible. And I was very moved and inspired by her story and the fact that God took her reading that book and the words that she said at her friend's memorial service to cause to be a catalyst for such an incredible thing to come as a result of it. And it's really a privilege and a blessing to be even exposed to that and to be a part of that whole thing and to be able to enter in and to do something that where we really join the Lord. The Lord is always moving and working, and He really invites us to join Him where He is and in what He's doing. So I had heard about Sue Jones at the postmaster at the post office in town. Heads up a thing where they do provide meals for the elderly. If anyone is sick or they're shut in and they can't get food or things like that, there's a group of people that we're trying to put something like that in place, and I went in to talk to her about it, and she said that they'd had a lot of trouble getting it off the ground, that they constantly didn't have funds to make it happen, that actually, and I asked her how I could help, and she said, we need money more than anything. And that they never had enough money to make enough meals to go around each month. So I just felt the need so much, and I said, well, I want to make a donation. And she was so excited. She just couldn't believe that, that she was going to get a gift of money. And I said, I'm, she'd had some opposition from the town, sometimes they want to invest in something like that, but they want to see a return on it. And I knew that, the investment we make is for a lifetime. It's for eternity. And I felt like, that money shouldn't just come from the town. It should come from God's people who really care, who really want His light to shine. So I gave the $100 to this ministry, and I wasn't sure how God would multiply it. I really wanted to see it turn into something bigger than just the $100. I knew they needed more than that. She said their goal was to get $500 ahead in order to have enough to keep it going on a steady basis. So I gave the money, and I talked to a few people and told them what I was doing, and was hoping, maybe others would, there would be more donations, and but I wasn't going to be able to know if that was going to happen or not, because the money is given through Trenton's store. You go and make the donation there, and they keep track of it and appropriate it to the right people. So I just prayed about it, and I said, Lord, I don't know how how this is gonna, what this is gonna turn into, but I just pray that somehow you would take the money in and multiply it and give them enough to keep this ministry going. And I talked to her a couple weeks later. I had gone in to get my mail, and she was so excited. She was motioning me into the lobby and was so excited to tell me that they had been receiving donations steady since I had gone in to talk to her. And they had gotten the $500 that they were looking for, and more money had been coming in steadily, and she was so excited she couldn't believe, you know, how much they had been trying for months and months to get this money to do this ministry, and here it was, you know, and 2 weeks later, and it was there, and more was coming in, and more was continuing to come in. And you know, this has taught me so much about giving. It's not just about this one isolated incident, but it's about being in a position and being willing to give in lots of different areas. You know, that this is what we're on this earth for, to you know, be a light that shines to the community, and to help and let them know that we are here to serve. And it has really, you know, I've always wanted to give in other areas, but this really helped me to want to make that commitment. Wherever there's a need, to be available and to give. And I just thank the Lord for that. I thank Him for blessing my life. You know, He doesn't need all this for Himself. He wants to bless us and to give that reward to everyone at the same time. And as a result of it, it brings honor and glory to Him.